Welcoming joy to your life in pockets and places that you have not uncovered it yet. Welcome to the feelings, the fierceness, the fight in you, but not fighting against another, but fighting for growth and fighting to move forward. There will be times when you feel more hopeful and less hopeful. In the crazy times, the best that you can do is find your mooring, find where you ground yourself, and let the waves and the wind, things around you, sway you, move with you, but maintain the integrity of who you are. Know what you are made of and keep grounded despite the changes that may happen around you. Once upon a time, things of human life were less complicated, less involved, less emotional even. But we've come to a point where there are a lot of people on the planet, a lot of complexity, and there's a lot of working parts. And as the working parts shift and move, consciousness change and awareness changes, so too does the world around you. Yes, there's chaos, change, and conflict, but there's also excitement, innovation, and possibility. Many years ago, you might have to wait years for a movement to take place or awareness to break through consciousness. A cultural shift might happen once in a decade, once in a generation. We have cultural shifts now, sometimes every few months. The pace of things has picked up, which is exciting, but taxing, energy intensive. So if you have a desire and have a habit of being engaged in a major way with the world, you're still going to have to find a way to maintain a habit of being unengaged, a habit of taking time to rest, taking time to remove yourself from the masses and the things, because otherwise it's going to feel overwhelming. It's going to feel like too much, and it'll contribute to a feeling of frenzy, out of control, and will make you very insecure and pessimistic as you look towards your future. The best way to maintain a positive outlook and this presence with yourself, self-knowledge, self-awareness, and to have a positive outlook towards things to come is to give yourself space to rest from the events and the activities of the world, to give yourself time to remove from it, to give yourself quiet time, to give yourself time with those beautiful things that are unchanging throughout eons. The things like the plants and the seasons and the birds and the flowers and bees and ants. They have evolutions, yes, over time, but their timeline and pace is a lot slower, and it allows you to calibrate and get grounded and integrate when you spend time with them. It's a wonderful thing to be able to take the time to be around the creatures that are living a more ancient pace, at a gentler pace of life. You have the capacity and the imagination to handle what comes to you. In some ways, you were born for these times. You were born for being in the place where you are. And you also have to adapt to see how that best works for you, because the ways in which you were raised, or even the habits of 5 years ago or 10 years ago, are not necessarily going to be the habits, beliefs, and practices that keep you moving, that keep you feeling good today. For many people, the past 2 years and the pandemic and the lockdown gave them an opportunity to have a reset and to recalibrate as life has, quote unquote, gone back to normal in some of the places. You may have picked up and gone back to your old pace, habits, and ways of being to a large degree, but those are not going to serve you well in the long run if you don't really, truly take the time to reflect and investigate what works best for you. It's always a beneficial practice to take time out of your day and out of your week to pause, to step back and to reflect, to see what worked and what didn't, to see what feels really good at a core place in your being and what feels like it's not feeling that good. How could it be modified, accepted, surrendered to, embraced? You don't always have to change things, but if you desire a change, then give yourself the opportunity to notice what's not working for you in this moment and to then reflect and evaluate, well, what can you do about that? Sometimes there's nothing to be done. Everything else needs to modify and work around that. And that's okay. That's just the way that it is sometimes. In taking the reflection and being kind and compassionate with yourself and in adjusting to how do I fit into the way that the world appears to be now? How can I maintain happiness and a positive outlook in the way that it looks like the world is going is a core element that will be a massive contributor to your happiness, to living with intention, and to feeling incredibly positive about your life. Best of wishes in your reflection time.